Today I effed up by not apologizing and ruining my parents' retirement home. I live with my parents, and we moved last year away from a big city to a cheaper, more rural community in the Midwest, since my dad's retired now and money goes further here, to finish up my last year of high school. We have by far the smallest lot out here, but most of our neighbors are farmers with quite a bit of land. I don't feel like I fit in well with the neighbors and have had some arguments with some of them and their kids. They're up early making noise every morning with farm machinery, yelled at me for watching adult content on full volume in the car late at night with a friend from high school, and most recently they let one of their cows get into our yard when it was grazing while I was out in the backyard, and I decided to chuck spears at the cow, even hitting it once in the leg. Recently, I guess he talked to my dad and gave him some sort of redneck we don't take kindly speech about my prehistoric behavior and that wasn't how things operated round these parts, and for me to apologize. So my dad asked me to, but I refused because I think they're in the wrong towards me. I saw him out back one day and he asked me if I had anything to say about my attitude, and I said I haven't done anything wrong to you, I just think you should respect other people's property boundaries. So he said all right, have it your way and walked off. So, Dad and I left town for spring break, but when we came back we noticed construction was heavily underway on a large shed structure right up against the property line, maybe 20 feet from our house. My mom asked a woman who lives a bit further down if they knew what it was about, and they said oh, yeah. Guess the word is that they've had some trouble with your daughter and they've made the decision to put in a pig barn. My parents freaked out, asked around and heard this was a known tactic to drive out unwanted neighbors and very effective. Dad called the city and asked about odor nuisance laws and what can be done, but was told the area is zoned agricultural and that it was more of an honor system thing that farmers wouldn't do that without more land, but technically he was allowed to have up to 200 pigs on the property. He asked the neighbor if he would reconsider but he said that the order of pigs is already scheduled and his mind was made up. Now my dad is furious with me, and frantic about what to do, but I don't think it's my fault. I told him to just ignore it and just try to deal with it. They already have plenty of cows and horses. A barn of pigs is just one more addition, it's not going to drive you out of your house. But he's acting like he's going to have to sell the house for half of the price, and it's all my fault. Am I the a-hole?